It's going to sound controversial, but if you're in school, don't take every little minute detail that the teacher or director is giving you. Take some and use it to your way of acting.
Welcome back to Faye's Place, a podcast where dreamers have the liberty to dream. I'm your host, Phaedra, and I am so excited that we have this time to dream together. Today, we're going beyond the spotlight to explore the craft of acting. Aldriah Burt is here to talk to us about the courage it takes to pursue your dreams and building spaces for other creatives to do the same. Thanks for stopping by Faye's Place, Aldriah. How are you doing?
So excited. I'm excited and happy to be here.
Oh, I'm excited and happy to have you. Now, take us back to 5-year-old Aldriah growing up in New York. What did she dream of
Uh,
becoming?
Honestly, 5-year-old, it's funny you said 5-year-old because I remember being in kindergarten and you know how every teacher asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it
Mm-hmm.
was a police officer, nurse, a teacher, of course, and then the word entrepreneur was there. And I was just telling my mother this story the other day. Everybody was like, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a nurse. And I was like, excuse me, what's that word, that big word over there in that corner over there? That word. And they were like, entrepreneur. What's that? It's someone who owns a business. And I was like, that's me. That's me. I want to do that. I want to do that. And then later on in life, I remember going to camp and they had Alice in the Wonderland, but they had to like write me in the play. And I remember doing my lines and everybody laughing. And I was like, wait a minute now. I like this. But I've always had the mindset. I remember having ideas of having a hair salon and a dance studio together. I just always came up with these crazy ideas. So I always had entrepreneur and acting in the same lane.
And that's wonderful because actors are entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are a brand, we're our own brand, we're
Yes.
our own business,
Yes.
are technically like products. Like, we're here for the entertainment of others. So,
Yes.
I see
Yes.
that. And then having you said an acting studio and no, you said a dance studio
Dance studio and a hair salon. I don't know. I was 5.
because dancers need their hair done. So
Right. Right.
it's coming together.
Right.
It makes perfect sense to me, okay? I guess that's
It does. It does when you think about it. It does. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. So let's get into acting. Now, I want to discuss your degree. What is your degree actually in?
My degree is in theater arts, so
Okay.
I'm BFA in wait, hold on. Musical theater. Sorry. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so what part of your training in musical theater do you find that just surprised you? Like when you actually started learning about it, actually started doing it, what surprised you?
I think the first day surprised me for sure. I can remember the first day for the rest of my life. One, it was a group of I wasn't the school I went to, I wasn't expecting to see black people like me.
Hmm.
And then when I went in the classroom, the teacher was just like, the first thing he said, he was like, when you're going to watch TV, shows, anything, you're not going to be able to watch it the same.
Hmm.
I remember sitting there like, that man's lying. No, he's not. I'm gonna be able to watch shows. I'm gonna enjoy myself from now on. I'm not gonna let you tell me what to do when I'm watching shows. And then I slowly was just like, why did you act like that? Why did you say what you said when you said what you said? And then I was every time now, and even my mother is like, see, I love watching shows with you, but sometimes I can't because you're always nitpicking. And that's one thing that surprised me because I really thought I could be able to shut off the actor brain and just go and enjoy a TV show or a movie.
Yeah, no, it's always going on. And then also, I have a screenwriting degree as well. So when
Mhm.
I watch movies, I'm always dissecting it. But I think it's
Yeah.
fun though, because
It is.
it's like a mystery. Like, I want to solve the end of the movie
Mm-hmm.
from the first scene.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
It's
what I
it's
like about
fun. Yeah.
I always love musical theater. Like, my dream for me is to go into like a grocery store and ask somebody like, okay, where's the ice cream? And then out of nowhere, a whole bunch of people just come, the ice cream, the ice cream, the ice cream, so good. And then everybody's in synchronized choreography. Like, that is my dream. And
So,
I never realized people didn't like musicals. And I'm like,
oh,
where's
right.
your whimsy? Where is your love for life? Come on.
Right. Right. When you say you don't like a musical, my heart breaks just a little bit.
Are you okay? Is the
Right.
question.
Right.
So I always love singing and dancing and acting all at the same time. How can you do all of that at once?
Oof.
What did they
Oof.
teach you in the school?
Oof. Honestly, um, for me, it wasn't really in college per se, because I always did it in high school as well. And I think it's just to have it all together, it's just you have to have a love for it. If you don't love it, you're gonna be up there thinking you look stupid, and then you're in your head. So you just have to have one the mindset and love for it, and then it just flows naturally.
Now, do you have to do like a special workout? Because I mean, already when you're singing, that already takes a whole bunch of energy. Dancing takes energy, acting takes
Right.
energy, but now you're talking about doing it all together. Was there special tips that you learned how to make sure you have it all together and do all three well at the same time?
Yeah, and it was definitely make sure you're eating well and hydrating. Um, what else? You know, my school really didn't also give us tips for musical theater. They just pushed us out there, and then was like, "That didn't sound right. Food, do it again." But but also they would make sure that we had our dance teacher. She really made sure we stretched, and she gave us exercises more so in a class setting than in the rehearsal space.
And I'm going back to like Beyonce's father. I know he had
I
their
figured.
running and singing at the same time. I have seen singers on the treadmill.
Mhm.
I don't know if they've ever were running and singing, but definitely walking and singing at the
My
same.
best friend was doing that. When he found that out, he was running and singing at the same time. And then our school, we were on a hill, so we would go out and exercise and try running and singing at the same time. I said try, because that couldn't do that part, but my best friend could and still can at this point. I'm trying.
I love that. Like, that's part of my exercise routine is like trying to exercise and sing at the same time. Oof, that's not for
It,
the faint at heart.
it's not. It's not.
So I want to talk about your acting process. When you are discovering new projects, what draws you to a specific project or a specific role?
Honestly, I'm really drawn to people of color projects. Yeah. So that's number
That
one
was
for me.
always for me. Yes, I was like, where are we?
That's number one for me. Off rip. Number two, I think I've always been told like I'm an old soul. So I think it's like a balance of I don't know, I feel like I still have to explore who I am as the actor, but I think being like the older, not the seasoned saints, but just right in the middle with like the teenager, but just a little older and maturer. Um, and then stories that I can connect to with like how do I say this? With the past of, parents issues or uh divorce issues, something like that. Something you can relate to in real life, like most actors do. Yeah.
Does acting make you understand people differently?
Ooh, I never thought of it like that. I think I've always just been from my background being in church, that I think I've always already led with my heart on the sleeve and making sure I like to say that I put myself in other people's shoes.
Yes.
But I definitely, now that I think about it, I definitely think, yeah, I think it adds an extra layer.
Yeah, it's very introspective and very empathetic. And I believe
Mhm.
actors in general have to be empathetic people.
Yes.
I remember sitting in acting class and they were talking about it. I was like, oh my gosh, you are describing me to a T. Like, oh, this is what it is. I'm an actress.
Yeah, yeah,
It is.
yeah. I find myself when watching just like the Tyler Perry movie Straw. Oh, don't give me a scene like that. Don't give me any of those things. 'Cause I will be bawling, crying before the scene even gets to the high point. I will be crying. So I realized, yeah, yeah, it makes you really empathetic.
It makes you empathetic, but also for the villain. See, going in there also because I have
Yeah,
a background, I was like, I don't want to do nothing bad. But
yeah.
when you learn about villains, or I don't even want to say villain, I want to say the antagonist, because the
Mhm, mhm.
antagonist doesn't always have to be evil. It's just
Right,
the opposite of what the protagonist wants.
right.
So you're really able to understand, like, they're not really that bad, or they're just trying to do what's best for their family. What drew you to acting?
I would say in my childhood, I never really had that outlet. And like I said, in the story past, um, when I was in camp, I had that chance to make someone laugh. I loved it. Not just for the spotlight and the attention. It was just I did something funny. I can make people laugh. And then when I went into high school, I wasn't able to do shows in the beginning, but I remember watching my friends being up there, and I'm like, "Oh, this seems so fun." And then when we did Legally Blonde, and I was just like, "All right, you lost me at Blonde." But we did it with an all black cast, and
Oh, I wanted to see that.
that was so fun. It was just fun to just be in the center of music and laughter, and your friends also doing it. I think that's yeah.
So, did you have an actress that inspired you, or an actor that inspired you the most? Or has it changed?
I think it varies often. I think when I was younger, it was Zendaya, and then
What made you like Zendaya?
because she did different roles, and Raven Simone, they were very like one moment they can be very serious, and next thing you know they were just like they have very contrasting roles. Like she did Shake It Up, and then when she did Casey Undercover, she had more of a producer role in that. I just yeah. And my favorite scene in Undercover is when Raven Simone was in it, and she did the janitor part, and
Oh
they were
my
both
gosh, yes.
yeah. I quote that scene a lot, just randomly throughout the day. Don't ask me for a paper towel. I will give it to you right now. You want a paper towel? See, no, don't do that to me. I'll do it right now. Don't do that to
That's so funny. I'm like that too. I know there's a game called like Song Association, but I
me.
also do that with films and quotes.
Mhm.
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, someone could say a word and then I'm
Yep.
just thinking of a whole entire scene.
Yep.
Okay, so you just mentioned that particular episode, but is there like a movie that you often quote a lot, or another TV show?
Fighting Temptations.
Okay, what part? That's my movie.
And just the other day, I was quoting, "Wake up, wake up."
And anytime I see a Bob with a bang, the
Mhm.
church bylaws clearly state.
Yup. Actors in church, they need to go hand in hand together because it's just the best.
It is so funny. My other favorite one is The Color Purple. That movie is so serious,
It is.
but there's so many quotable lines, and it's just like now it's funny, you know?
Yep. Yep.
I didn't never ask you for anything, not even your star and marriage. What?
Yes.
The other day I said next time I put a little Sugar Avery P in there. But I think my love for Color Purple really stemmed from my love for Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry quoted Color Purple all the time.
Hmm.
And because I was a huge fan of Tyler Perry, still am,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what is this movie that he speaks of? So I had to see it. And so, yeah, I'm like, now it's just quotable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
It's
plays are quotable too. I love his plays.
the plays.
The
You
plays.
know, I will always be a Tyler Perry stan because he gave me the love for black culture. Like
Yeah.
the reason why I also love old school music is because he put it in his plays. What is your favorite comfort movie or TV show?
It would be the plays. It would be the Tyler Perry plays.
Do you have
Them.
a favorite one?
I have two. That favorites for me, they always come in like pairs or threes. Um, Medea on the Run, and then I Gotta Laugh to Keep from Crying.
That one.
That one. That
That
was first.
one. That girl.
Ah, better get on my rent is hilarious.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, that's my favorite one. But when Tamar, her real name was Tamar, at
Hmm.
the end, she does this note that is crazy when she comes
Yep.
back. I was like,
Yep.
oh yes,
Yep.
oh yes,
The whole thing is really good. Yes.
all of it. And plus, Cheryl Pepsi Riley is my fave.
Yep. She could sing the house down.
Down and Deatra Hicks. Oh my gosh, just everybody. I think that show really complimented everybody. Oh,
It
especially
did.
Wake Up Everybody in the beginning.
Yes, it was so beautiful.
I love that version.
Yeah.
Yes. I
No
was
other version can I listen to.
what yeah,
No
exactly.
other.
That's what made me love that song.
Mhm.
It did.
Mhm.
It did.
It
And
did.
I was reading somewhere online and someone was like, you know what really disturbs me? The fact that now I have my grown up money and I can't go see a Tyler Perry play with my grown up money. I said,
Right.
you know, you're right. And who do we got to call to fix this?
Right. Because I'm really mad now because at the end of every play they would show you gotta come see a Tyler Perry play. You gotta come see it. I want to go see it.
No. With hindsight being 2020, what is something, going back to your training in college, what is something that you didn't pay close attention to that you wish you did? Or something that you felt like, oh, they really should have taught us this?
I wish they really taught us more of the outside after college. The way they spoke into us was kind of, in my opinion, negative. Um, Basically, in my senior year, it was you're gonna be a waitress, you're gonna be you're gonna be broke, you're gonna be tired, but make sure you take those dance classes. Make sure you exercise. And I remember my friends and I walking out so drained, like that's gonna be us. And we were literally like, no, I rebuke that. That is not gonna be us. We're not gonna be the waitress trying to find a job, trying to run to this gig. We're not gonna do that. That's not gonna be us. And I wish instead of that, because I remember coming to classes like, okay, so what jobs can we have? So be we're not the what's the common saying that I hate that I actually don't like
Starving
saying?
actors?
That I refuse to say it.
So I know that acting, you have so many different experiences. Is there an experience that really stood out to you that you want to share?
I was in a production
Uh huh.
of Flying West, and it was going
East.
really well.
No, I'm just kidding. Flying West, honey, was going east. First off.
It sure was. It sure was. That's hilarious. Okay. It was going well. It was obviously an all black cast. If you don't know what Flying West is, it's about three sisters working on their farm, I believe. I don't want to give the a bad synopsis of it.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I read this because I think I had to use a monologue. I was searching for a monologue, and it was
yeah.
like back in the day.
Yes, yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
One of the sisters is light skinned. She brings home a lighter skin guy. And I'm just put it, he's very harsh. Yeah. And I was one of the sisters that was being protective over my sister that brought home the light skinned guy. And I may have or may not have done something. But anyway, in the production, we were, it was right around COVID. I remember when Biden went into office, the We Did It Joe literally was, it felt like in that moment. So we had a lot of moments where we were like having black joy moments on stage. It was being filmed because obviously you couldn't have, audience members in there. So it was being filmed for that exact purpose. And then it felt as if for the cast that somebody didn't appreciate the moment of us laughing and loving on each other. And excuse me, somebody said that they had, unfortunately, they got COVID, so now everybody else had to quarantine. And it was like a friend of a friend of a friend, so that person was nowhere near him at all, but we still had to quarantine, and we felt like lab rats in a quarantine building.
Oh, wait, so y'all
Yeah.
all had to quarantine together?
Hmm. In different rooms, and it was very close to Thanksgiving.
Oh, so was that a way to like shut down the production because there
Yeah.
was too many? Okay, it was too much black joy going on.
Yeah.
So there was a way to shut it down, and it was like,
Mhm.
my
And then
homeboy from around the corner down the street, my cousin's baby's father's sister's cousin, think he may have had it and had it.
hmm
And since I know of him, we all
mm,
got a quarantine.
yeah.
That,
And we never got the videos from it. Never got it.
so all that rehearsing.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
If you had to live inside of a movie or a play, what
Ooh.
would it be?
Dreamgirls.
Who?
Dreamgirls.
Dream Girl.
Sorry.
That's
Instantly. Yeah, Dreamgirls.
okay. Now, who is your favorite character? What character? Okay, hold on. Would you be a specific character that's already made, or would you have to insert a new character that you would play?
In a perfect world, if I could be Eddie Murphy's character, that would just be funny and hilarious. I would love that. I also wish their daughter, Curtis Taylor Jr. and Effie's daughter, kind of had more in the musical. That I would wonder what her life would be in the musical, or her character would be in the musical. That was just off the top of my head just now. Sorry. I think I would like to live the life through Dina.
So, what advice would you give to aspiring actresses and actors?
It's going to sound controversial, but if you're in school, don't take every little minute detail that the teacher or director is giving you. Take some, and then take some and use it to your way of acting, because not everybody acts the same way, not everybody thinks the same way, processes acting the same way. So use it to how you're comfortable of using it, and that's what's going to make it authentic and real for yourself.
That can I just say that's amazing advice.
Oh,
No,
thank you.
seriously. That's something that I wish I would have grasped onto, when I was
Yeah.
college, because you're young, you're like, I don't know anything. These are people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll be like, no, honey, they have their
Mhm.
own life, their own way of living. You just got to take what might be good
Mhm.
for you and try it out. My dad did try to tell me about that. But
Yeah.
I still was young and I was like, but no,
Yeah.
they said it.
Yep. Yep. What do you mean?
What do
They
you
said it, so it has to be true. I have to do it. I have to do the full 10 steps. What do you mean? You weren't there. I was there.
mean?
Yeah.
This is my career. What are you
Yeah.
talking? No.
Yep. Yep.
What are you currently dreaming up?
Um, I'm dreaming up my business.
Woohoo!
Curtain Call Connections. I'm dreaming. I have so many wonderful dreams for Curtain Call Connections. It's an all-in-one platform where you can come and look for acting classes, dance classes, voice lessons, and get headshots. Even if you play instrument, you could get an instrumental lesson in there as well. But the dream for it is for it to be a campus at one point in time where you can come into the building and do all those things to help you with your career, and it'd be amazing.
Oh, I love that.
Thank
I
you.
love that. So, if we want to partner with you, how can our listeners partner with you?
You can go to Instagram, TikTok. You can DM us on there, or you can email us at cccurtaincallconnections.com. It's a very long email, I know. Um, or you can go to our website, curtaincallconnections.com.
Awesome. So, you not only looking for partners, but if I need piano lessons, can I email you as well? How do I do that?
You would join our wait list at the moment because we are currently looking for teachers and coaches to be a part of us and partner with us. So if you're a client looking to join, you can join our wait list. And when we have someone there for you that is of great quality, you'll be the first to know.
I love this idea. I think that that's great. And we know that all your dreams are going to come true. If there's any way that Faye's Place can help, just let us know. So tell our listeners how they can keep in touch with you. I know you kind of gave us a little sneak peek, but how can our listeners keep in touch with you, Aldria, and all the things that you're doing?
You can keep in touch with me on Instagram. I have a separate Instagram for myself. It's Ali Gendiva. And then Instagram and TikTok, and then also for the business aspect, Curtain Call Connections. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. Yes.
That's so great. Thank you for stopping by Faye's Place. You are welcome back anytime. And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode and what we're doing here on Faye's Place, be sure to give us a great rating at Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And tune in next Monday with another episode with you in mind. Love you all for listening. Hi, friends, it's Phaedra, and you are listening to Faye's Place. Join us each week as we talk to industry insiders about their journey and what it takes to turn dreams into a reality. Whether you aspire to be in the entertainment field or just inspired by the hustle, count this as your backstage pass. Join us every Monday for a brand new episode. And also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Faye's Place.